I want to find the total area bounded by the curve r equals sine 2 theta. So I want to use the polar integral. That'd be 1/2 r squared d theta. So here we're going from 0 to 2 pi because we're looking at the entire curve. And we're going to have sine squared 2 theta. So I know that sine squared of x is 1 minus cosine 2x all over 2. So if I replace x with 2 theta, I'm going to get that sine squared 2 theta is 1 minus cosine 4 theta over 2. So I'm going to plug that in here. I can bring out the half, so I'll have 1/4 integral from 0 to 2 pi, 1 minus cosine 4 theta d theta. And so I can integrate now. The antiderivative 1 is theta. And then for negative cosine 4 theta, it's negative sine 4 theta over 4 from 0 to 2 pi. So notice if I plug in 2 pi and 0 in for sine 4 theta, that's going to be 0. So really, this is not needed. So I'm going to plug in 2 pi for theta. And if I plug in 0, it's just 0. So I end up with the answer of pi over 2. Okay. Now for the next problem, I want to find the interior of r equals 5 plus 2 sine theta. And because the coefficient of theta is 1, we expect there to be one loop, or one leaf, however you want to think about it. So that means we're going to take the area of the entire thing, because it's just one loop. And it's going to be 1/2 r squared I'm going to expand this. Now let's actually, before we integrate, let's change the 4 sine squared as 4 times 1 minus cosine 2 theta over 2. Okay, so that will be 1/2. And then now let's integrate 25 theta minus 20 cosine theta. The 4 and the 2, 4 over 2 becomes 2, so I can factor that out. And then integrate 1 is theta. Integrate negative cosine 2 theta as negative sine 2 theta over 2. And then we're going from 0 to 2 pi. We'll plug in 2 pi, so 25 times 2 pi is 50 pi. Cosine of 2 pi is 1. Multiply that by negative 20 is negative 20. And then we get 2 pi minus sine of 4 pi is just 0, so I'm not even going to bother with that. Okay. So that's this thing. Minus, when I plug in 0, the only thing that matters when I plug in 0 is the cosine theta. Everything else will be 0. So it's going to be minus and then negative 20, because cosine 0 is 1 times negative 20 is just negative 20. So this negative 20 minus negative 20 is going to cancel. So I have 1/2 times 50 pi plus 4 pi. That is 54 pi over 2, which is 27 pi. And that's our area.